Don't blink, keep waiting. Welcome to the result. Welcome to another show. Guys are doing well on this 24th September 2024. The reason why I say the date is because I uploaded content that was old yesterday. People don't know, so I had to be more insisting on content that was today. Yeah, we're watching season 2, episode 6 of Dexter. This episode is really telling. It's really telling. Dexter cheated. I'm gonna start it like that. That way, I started with the good stuff, and its relationship is really in danger. So it's kind of crazy because Dexter spends so long in season 1 trying to be himself, and Dexter finally learned acceptance, which is with the new girl, which is the fact that he doesn't need to kill, the fact that he doesn't focus just on killing, the fact that even though they know he's a Harvard butcher is around there, he doesn't fear. He doesn't fear. And season 1, we had a guy that Dexter think he knew was a killer. Now in season 2, he's like, okay, well, we might find a killer, right? We have Dokes who figure out that Dexter isn't an addict and restart the search, but this time finds out that his mom was an informant, right? Which is why, and it's not good because he figured out his mom was an informant and he figured out that his mom was killed by this guy, and the guy that she got killed by just died, which also points to Dexter. We have more and more relationship with the sponsor versus less and less relationship with Rita, which isn't super important story wise, but it does push this sense that Dexter is changing. You have this girl that's enabling him to be this bad guy, and you have this girl that's enabling him to be this good guy, right? And you have a different we have a different position, and the fact that, okay, well, with whom is gonna be, right? Who is gonna listen to? Who's gonna be the angel on his shoulder? We have Dokes, who is now a victim of Dexter. Dexter makes complaints against him and says, "Look, Dokes has been stalking me. I don't want Dokes." And the Lagertha's like, "Why are you stalking him? Why are you?" And Dokes is trying to convince her Dexter is not who you believe, which we know is true, but Lagertha doesn't know is true. Now, the reality is, Dokes is a really good cops, but Dexter is also really loved. So it's he said, she said, right? He said, but it's an expression. And you have Lagertha that if she's being put in a position where she has to choose between Dokes and Dexter. Lagertha is back in power, so Esme, and my problem with that is Esme didn't do a lot. It was just to prove how shitty Lagertha was. Right, we're seeing more so a relationship between Debbie and Lundy gets created, and you just feel bad because Lundy isn't. Well, he doesn't inspire to be the good person. He doesn't inspire to be a great person. Then you're saying, yeah, but the main character of the show is the killer. How can somebody else be worse than him? Lundy just feels worse. We have the killer. The killer is somebody that admired Dexter's work and does the same. So he's trying to kill some people, and then sadly, Dexter is very prideful, very proud of the killing that he does, and he feels like this guy is an amateur. And because he's an amateur, this guy does put in himself, a lot of people. It's tough. It's complicated because the guy is such an amateur. It does showcase that Dexter is very prideful and like, you're not gonna put dirt on my name. Dexter and Rita, they have really big problem. The stepmom, she's like first, and it sucked because the stepmom's like, I don't like Dexter, and Rita was like, I'm gonna defend Dexter. So you do feel bad when she feels betrayed. But again, should Dexter not listen to his feeling? Dexter does tell the sponsor that he's a killer. He doesn't. It's not precise what if he tells her or not, but he does show her that he's doing it as evil, and the girl should just accept him. The sponsor just accept Dexter for who he is, which is super important. Lastly, we have again, they're making effort. Debbie becomes jealous of Dexter, but Lundy tells her, "Hey, I don't dislike you. I don't dislike Dexter. I just prefer him to Matsuma, which is a dude that makes sex jokes a lot." And that's pretty much it. We have this weird relationship between Lundy and Debbie where they're both feeling out of love. They both don't think they can date. That's why they're gonna be ending up together. I hope so because that's what their show is leading us. I don't hope because I don't like him. I like Debbie, but I don't like the guy. And this episode ends up with Dexter being kicked out and going to see his sponsor, and we're seeing a bit of a relationship forming on. And I'm gonna be honest, you should never cheat, but it does show that Dexter has emotion. It does show that Dexter feels passion. It does show that Dexter, for once in his life, listens to what he has to do and doesn't need to do. And the most important part about the episode is, for the first time ever, Dexter doesn't feel like he needs to kill. he wants to kill. Doesn't feel like he needs to kill in the sense of he could let the guy run away because every single one. So he catched a Bay Arbor killer, imitator, copycat, and he's like, "Why are you doing that?" And then the guy said, "Okay, well, I kill him because of that. I kill him because of that." And Dexter was like, "You know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. But I have to kill you because you kill people." And he realized that he doesn't need to kill him. He doesn't need. He just wants to. There's a very big difference between need to and want to. Anywho, that's episode. I love you guys. Take it easy.